Alright, I'm going to explain how I do roll walls. I've already started. I didn't think about it, but sorry about the music. I can't reach it. It's on the other side, so I can't turn it down. I already started rolling it. I just want to show you. I always roll about the width of the roller. So you can see where I left off the last one. And what I do is I roll over this way and then back over this way. I do a width of the roller from here to here, up and down straight, and then I overlap the one I just did, and then I come back. I dip the roller in the bucket again. There's a bucket right there. It's got the screen. And I'll show you how I do that in a minute. And then I do another section, the width of a roller. I overlap that. And then there'll be another section, the width of a roller, and I'll overlap that one. So I just keep going over and over. What you want to do is get good coverage. So that's the main thing is this bucket's got a little bit too much paint in it. I filled it. I didn't want to go through having to take it out. So, but that's what you do. That's what that screen is for. You just rub it like that and it gets drippy. Normally I'll try to flip it over right away. And that's what you call the width of a roller. It's right on the end of that. And probably shouldn't have stopped right now, but I started rolling this and I thought about doing this. So when you roll, you want to roll from one end to the other without stopping. It'll be okay still. It was just a few minutes ago, but and the reason you don't want to stop is you'll get overlap marks. And those are marks that are, if you let this area dry, if you let this area dry too long, and you come back over it with another paint, then that's considered two coats on top of that. So when that has two coats, you're going to see a different sheen on there. I'm using eggshell sheen to it right now. It's between the flat, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going the width of a roller. See if I can get this. I'm doing the width of a roller, and then back over what I already rolled, about the same width, or half. And that ensures that you got full coverage on the whole thing. And you just go up and down, you don't do W's, and the back of the can will tell you how to do it different ways, but it's just a waste of time. Some of them say to go this way, and then go the other way. All you have to do is go straight up and down. I'm going to put the camera up, see if I can, so you can get an idea, see if I can do a little bit, so you can see how it goes. Let's see if this works. And I'll roll, I'm going to roll some of the wall so you can see what I'm talking about. Get an idea what up and down. I hope you can hear me because of the music, but I'm going to go over this one more time. You just go up and down just like that. Don't touch the top. Usually I cut the top first, and then I'll come and roll over everything, but I just feel like I want to start. It doesn't really matter, but honestly it's best to cut it first. You can see it drips. Don't worry about it, just put the drips on the wall. Then I'm going another width of the roller, and all the way down. You're going to do about 4 or 5 times, and then back over where you just rolled. You just go over about halfway back, and you can't do it that many times. The problem is if you don't do it just right, especially with a Monterey texture, if you don't push it into the cracks just right, and you're using a sheen paint, like a satin, semi-gloss, eggshell, you can't come back and touch up because you'll notice splotches everywhere. If you see something in the paint, just take it off with your finger. just did. Right now I have a crown in here, so I'm going to go back and touch up, roll around it. I'm going to do the cutting by hand. I'm dipping it again, a whole dip in the bucket. One dip will get you all the way up and down. And that's as far as you want to go. I could go further, but you're going to spread the paint too thin. You want it nice and thick. You go back over where you just did. And work your way back to the same spot. And you got to push it in a little bit, not too hard, not too soft. You want your roller to stay fat. If you're getting lines, just turn it on one angle, and then turn it on the other angle. You take that little edge off it, and then go back over it. Piano's in my way, so I'm just going to go right here, as you can see. The rolling part is the fastest. It goes real quick, and if you see something like a piece of paint that's paint chip, whatever, just take it off with your finger and keep going. It's real important to have it completely rolled even. You just move your bucket with you. It's more important to keep it even so you don't have to come back and do nothing. Once I roll this wall, I know it's over, and I don't have to roll it again. Yeah, I guarantee you, if you come back and you touch it up, you're going to notice little splotches everywhere. Normally you don't notice it until you look at it from an angle. You'll see splotches where you touched it up, so it kind of ruins the whole wall. So if you're a picky person, if you're not, then it don't matter, but you get paid to do it, you got to do it right. Same thing, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go over what I just rolled, straight up and down. And back over, I'm overlapping what I just did. And that's what you want to do, just one long line. Up and down all the way, one dip in the bucket. And all you're doing is touching the top of the paint inside the bucket and pulling the roller where it keeps turning around. Sorry about that. I'll make it dizzy. Now just to try to give you a few tips on how to roll the walls. And that's honestly the best way to do it. You can't go over it 10 times, it's not going to hurt. And normally all you need is about 3 times, 4 times. And when you put the dip in the roller, just put it in there, let it hit. Nice and thick. And then what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll flip it over this way and that way to keep the pin on it. You can see where I left off, and that's how far you want to go. What I have here is I have the primer that was actually the same color as the wall. It's a little bit lighter. That way I can see where I left off last. But the primer is already on there. This is all primer right here. The ceiling's already painted, the darker color. And this is a real popular color because what it does is it makes your crown molding and trim and columns really stand out. And it looks really good that way. But I'll show you the finished product later. All I gotta do is go back and cut this by hand, and I'll show you how I do that. There's a little trick to making it perfectly straight.